always put on like lip stuff when you're gonna be on camera?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like, just the minimum.
Like a Slayqueen. Do you think you're like a male version of a Slayqueen?
I wouldn't. What would be the characteristics of that be?
You tell me. What's a Slayqueen?
Are you saying putting on lip before?
I'm saying nothing. What's a Slayqueen to you? What's a Slayqueen to you?
To me,
yes.
I would say let me choose my words wisely here. A woman who
okay, woman, one, so you're out there.
Yeah, it's a queen.
Okay, woman, keep going.
A woman who has a luxurious life.
So that's you.
Who doesn't. How did we get to?
Please keep
how
going.
Is that me?
I'm sorry, please keep going. A woman who has a luxurious life.
Woman who has a luxurious life who so to say, doesn't work for her money. Or if she does work for money, it's not your regular 9 to 5, but has blessers, has a lifestyle that is funded by other people and not her. That's probably what I would say it is. What's your definition?
Do you think it has something to do with aesthetics?
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And social media content?
100%.
Do you think there's like slay kings?
Do I think there's slay kings?
Yeah,
I never thought about it like that.
Men who live a luxurious life, post online content, and then maybe we can debate the parts about they have a funded life because someone is blessing them.
Yeah, I think there is. Maybe it may not be as funded maybe they would go like the scammer route.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I think.
Okay.
But I think now that I'm not gonna lie to you. Before this, I did not think about it. But now that
you don't think you might potentially,
how do I fall into that category?
I'm just asking. This is the question. Why are you getting defensive?
I'm asking. How did you?
Are you breathing?
I'm trying to.
Are you okay?
Out.
Getting very aggro.
I'm trying to figure out how you got there. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So the answer is no.
Yes, the answer is no.
Yes.
Yes, the answer is no. Do you? What would your definition of a slay queen be? What would it be of a slay king?
Are you an interviewer now?
I'm just asking.
Is this what happens now when you work in content creation? How you flip
What's the name of the show?
It's called Slim Shady.
It's called Dope Conversations for a reason.
I had to explain to people like 2 years ago that number one, gay guys hijacked the term slaying, because slaying was what we call, it was fleeking after slaying.
Hijacked it.
Yeah, yeah. So there was slaying, and about Beyonce were big on the slaying. It was women who were killing it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it graduated to fleeking, and then depending on aesthetics, it would be snatched and those things. That's what that's where the term comes from. Girl, you're slaying.
Yeah, like you're
girl,
killing
you're on fleek. You know, I'm snatched.
Yeah.
And then the gays, because the gays like stealing things. The gays came and stole this term, and they started loving the slaying term.
Okay.
And then slaying became very much aesthetic. IG, nails, eyelashes, handbags, food at restaurants, hotels, and the like. And then the term slay queen, I think, I stand to be corrected. I think the gays would, hey, bitch, you're a slay queen.
Yeah.
And then someone took that term and then they used it for what we used to call gold diggers. Because we had a term gold diggers, and the face of gold digging in this country was Ukanyimbao at some point. And then later on, the same Kanyimbaos would be like, but also Kanyimbao, I'm a slay queen. You're like, oh, so gold diggers became slay queens.
Okay.
Who are women who are killing it. Luxury life, on fleek, on socials and the like, living a good life. And then it became prostitution. Some level of high-class prostitution, because with gold diggers became the blesser culture. You're being blessed, which means you're being given money by some gent who's making money, sometimes in obscure ways. So my definition of a slay queen today, based on societal norms, is high-class prostitution.
And gold digging and prostitution is the same thing.
Gold diggers also became prostitutes. And I wanted to take it back because, I don't know which Beyonce album it was where like the visuals were very Powerpuff Girls.
Wasn't
with
four.
Sasha Fierce. I don't know which album it
Oh,
was.
I am Sasha Fierce.
I don't
I
know.
think so.
But there were those videos where Who Run the World Girls, where there'd be three girls,
Yeah,
like
I think
pop-up
that's
girls.
Sasha Fierce.
Very much Slay. And when Beyonce's
Yeah.
like Slay, that wasn't I'm gold digging.
But
That was just like I'm killing it.
But isn't her demographic though? Like not most, but a large amount of her fan base is
Yes.
the gay community,
Correct.
the queer community. So I think they were embodying it from her.
100%. I mean, with Sasha Fierce, you think drag queens and that type of culture. So it would make sense.
Yeah.
But then to jump from that, from slaying, Vogue, to what we have now, which
So
is the
wait,
blessé culture.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying that it came from a place of trying to empower
I believe so. Because Beyonce has been big on the empowerment thing.
the empowerment?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it got hijacked.
Okay.
Because gold diggers were chicks who were basically trying to get money from gents. That's what gold digging is. And that was okay. But now when your Slayqueen is a gold digger, you're basically saying she's chasing gents for money. And she's advertising on socials to be like, hey, I'm available. I don't know if you've seen their IG. It's written for bookings. Email. And you're like, booking for what? You don't sing
with the Bible verse.
with a Bible verse. Daughter of the Most High. We know this. And it became their
Jeez.
their uniform, and we know it now.
Yeah.
You see gents liking the pigs and they're like, nah, I can't afford this chick. The danger now with Slayqueen culture is how much it's influenced young, impressionable, naive girls that don't
That's
know
very
that there's a life behind that.
That's very, very true. But can I ask then, but do you think it is, because this has been something that's been ringing in my head for quite a while, right? Do you think that the women that are the slay queens or whatever you want to call them, do you think it is their responsibility to tell the younger women, no, this is what's actually behind the curtain? Like, in the same way, it's an artist's responsibility to tell them what is behind the fame, which they never do. Do you think it is women's responsibility who are doing that? Do you think they should be saying, hey, this is actually the reality of this thing. This is what it actually comes with?
No, it's not their responsibility, but it is the responsibility of those that are in the know. Because we've got children now. We're getting older. We've got daughters. And your daughters are looking up to... Okay, let me throw names. And I apologize in advance to these ladies. Because when the term slay queens come up, some of these names come up. Your Bonang, your Mihlali, your Tuli Pongolo. I think we've got Mawu now. Stelo, etc. So when you say slay queens, these are some of the images people sort of associate. Not them, women that are like them, women that admire them, young girls that look up to them, try to chase that lifestyle. So you may not have a YouTube channel, you may not be presenting, you may not be a DJ, you may not be a musician, you may not be an actress, but you're still living life at that level. And no one is asking, where are you getting the money? And for some of the celebrities as well, when you do the maths, you're like, I know how much you get paid for this. You can't afford
You shouldn't be.
a 200,000 Rand bag with the money you're making and drive the car you're driving. And I think it then becomes a responsibility for us to then speak, to tell young girls that, look, if you're chasing this life, you're going to get to a crossroads where you're going to have to decide, am I realizing this is not real? Or do I actually want it to become real, which is then now you have to pay the cost.
Okay.
Have you ever met blessers?
Have I ever met?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I have.
How do you define a blesser? How do you see a blesser? Can slay queens exist without blessers?
Can they? Oof. I don't know. I think so, though. No.
Can you be a slay queen that makes her own money? So you said woman, luxury life.
I don't think then you'd be in the bracket of a slay queen if you were
making your own money.
Let's take the famous celebrities, for example. If let's take a Cardi B, right? If Cardi B wasn't making her own money, and she was getting her money from, or Rihanna wasn't making her own money, and getting her money, and still dating that caliber of people without her own money, she would probably fall in the
slay queen.
Yeah, she'd probably fall in that category if she was dating the pool of people that she was dating without the money. I mean, without getting her own money. But the fact that she's getting her own money, she's not defined as that. But what I'm trying to figure out, because I really like the fact that you said that they should be made aware, right? Younger kids should be made aware. But my question is by who? Because most of the time, in my opinion, most of the time, the reason why women find themselves there, right, is because of I would say like a lack of accessibility to things, whether it's lack of accessibility to education, lack of accessibility to having a great support system, right? And they find themselves slowly moving towards that direction and then deeper than they thought they would ever go.
Yeah.
Which is 90% of the story, right? So if it's a lack of accessibility thing, right? Lack of education, lack of information, lack of support, who should be telling these women that, yo, actually, like, because I do think personally that it should be the people that are in the limelight doing it to say, yo, this is what comes with that.
But why would they do that? They don't care. They're just trying to make money and live a good life. They're not community activists.
Because starting out, they are the ones that ask them to like and subscribe. They are the ones that say, come, follow, be a part of my community.
Yeah.
Right? And if you take this out of that world and take it into another world, if I'm running a business and I'm trying to grow a community in that business, right, it is my responsibility to tell the people that I'm selling something to, whether it's a lifestyle, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, I'm supposed to be telling them, like, listen, this is where this product comes from. This is how I've built this product.
Most businesses globally don't do that. They don't tell us that chocolate is being farmed by kids.
But does that make it right?
No, well, the right or wrong is now neither here nor there.
Okay.
But it's the responsibility. And the idea of telling people that, look, I've actually slept with a lot of rich guys to get where I am. Mm-hmm. Also, these people have families. And they've probably lied to their families and be like, oh, I do gigs.
But the people they telling
I have a
YouTube
channel.
But
that's
the people
why
they telling these things to also have families.
But it's not their responsibility. Like, I'm living my life, bro. You don't need to know that I catch taxis and trains to go and wear a suit to stand in front of the camera and pretend to be rich. You don't need to see that. Just see me, the celebrity in front.
I don't think that's true, bro. I don't. As like you're saying, like, we have kids. I have cousins. I have nieces, right? There's a close person to me who I watch them watch these people on social media and watch at a young age.
Yeah.
She was probably like 16, maybe like 16, 15 when she started consuming that content.
Okay.
And now she's a grown adult.
Yeah.
And she struggles so much, bro, because they don't understand that, one, that's just a phase, right? They think that has to become their brand, right? And I don't think at the time when so to say, for example, now, like you say in the Kanye house, I don't think that was her personal brand, right, in the beginning, right? I don't think, let me put it this way. I don't think personal branding was then what it is now.
Okay.
I think now personal branding, like, if you choose to take a direction, if I choose to be on your show, I support what you say.
Okay.
Right? Even if I can come on here and go back and forth with you, right? But I endorse your beliefs.
You
know
want
what I mean?
You want women to be like Uzodwa Abantu and be like, this is what I do. And you feel like that's better, or they have a responsibility to that.
Yes, actually, that's a good example. Yes.
But you know, it comes with like shame and embarrassment.
Which, yes, 100.
Have you ever apologies for being personal?
Yeah.
Have you ever macked on chicks and lied?
For sure.
Used like,
For sure.
would you feel an obligation to go around telling young girls that this is what we do, this is how we lie to you to get you?
I mean, wait.
Take it easy.
That's it. Wait. Yes, I should. Because I've grown from that, right? Because the lying, if you're being honest, most of the time the lying comes from a lack of confidence, right? You believe that, I don't think
But it could be part of the game. Sometimes if you tell, when you're young, when you tell girls the truth, that's not what they want to hear. Every other guy was like, I love you, I'm going to be with you forever.
For sure.
When you get older, you're like, I know it's not true. But you can't tell her, look, I like you. I probably want to see you for like 3 months. I think we probably want to have sex. We're probably not going to make it beyond that, but that's going to work. So when chicks start saying, hey, we actually sleep with men for money, you reckon their brands are going to retain the value that they have currently? Because then the next question is going to be, who are those guys? You've told us also, was that guy also just giving you money?
But still, even though that is it, Pen, I think there's still a level of responsibility to that, especially because the platform that you're choosing to do these things in, or the platform that you're choosing to showcase the benefit of these things, it's not like a restricted 18.
But I'm not asking these girls to copy me. I'm just asking them to look at my life.
And do what?
Oh, just to admire me so that I can be a star.
But a form of admiration isn't a form of admiration being like you.
But that's not what they're pushing. They're not like, be like me.
That's definitely what they're pushing.
I don't think so.
What do you think they're pushing?
I don't think these slay queens are like, hey, this is me. I want you. They're not into empowerment. They're not in the training game. They're in the, I want all the attention game so I can make the most money. I need to have the most money so I can be the richest. I can have the baddest handbag. And I can hook the richest guy. I'm not trying to teach you how to hook rich guy. Beyonce is not going around hosting classes on how to hook someone like Jay-Z.
Okay.
I was still asking you how you define a blesser. Because you defined a slay queen. And you're saying there can be no slay queen without a blesser.
I don't think there can be. I mean, what has there ever been a slay queen without a blesser? Has there been a gold digger without?
Well, the gold digger has to be digging gold somewhere, and normally it's with a rich man. Yeah. And you're saying slave queens are gold diggers. That's your definition.
I mean, I think it's the next level to gold digging. Cause I think it's the next level to gold digging. It's in the same group.
Okay.
Though. Yeah, but just a step higher, I would think.
A blesser needs to have lots of money.
For sure.
The money needs to come from dodgy sources, or that doesn't matter. So I can be working at a very good bank and I earn a good salary, but now I'm a blesser.
Nah, bro, that's very rare. Let me say why I think it's very rare, right? In my opinion. I think it's rare because when you work in a 9-to-5 or you really slaving away for that money, I don't think you would spend it like that. Don't you think a lot of these guys are blowing money on like varsity girls? The corporate guys. And aren't those girls, because they're IGs as much as they're in varsity, they're in Santon. They're there going to Zimbabwe. It's not that expensive, entry level. It's not yet Dubai. True.
Starter pack.
Yeah.
Basically.
Uh-huh.
Corporate guy, he can
maybe
afford
iPhone,
10,000 rand to fly you guys to Durban.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for a weekend. And he can buy an iPhone on contract. So he adds it to his contract. That's not blessing. And if she's pretty, if she's looking hot, if she's snatched on IG, is she not a slay queen? Or do you only look at like the really, really high end?
I look at I look at like the ultra rich guys, like the guys that are, I'm not talking about an iPhone, I'm talking about guys that can put like 100 grand in your account because you're having a bad day.
You don't take the other guys seriously. So for you, like slay queening has like a criteria.
I mean,
which means all other girls are wannabe.
Outside looking in.
Yeah.
I would say that. I would say like yes, I would say there's levels to it, like anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say there's levels to it like anything else. But I think the ultra rich guys, nah, bro. I think
so. If I'm a hardworking man, I buy this chick KFC every weekend.
Are you blessing her?
I give her like 100 rand airtime every week.
Is that a form of
every month? And then like once every 6 months, I book out like a lodge so that we can go there.
Every 6 months?
That's not blessing.
Every 6 months?
That's not blessing.
That sounds like a relationship in today's world, bro.
Can a blesser be dating a chick that's a slay, or must they not be dating?
A blesser?
Yeah, once they're dating, is it no longer slay queen blesser relationship?
Nah, I don't think so. But then
So they need to be not dating. This guy just needs to be smashing.
funding, isn't it? He's funding that life.
So he doesn't even need to smash.
I mean,
Can you be a blesser if you're not smashing?
I think you can. I think most of the time there's a lot of the time these women aren't even looking for someone to
Have sex with.
yeah, they're not looking to smash. They want the money.
They just want
don't
money.
they?
So it's just
Yeah.
gold digging.
To an extent.
So once they start giving sex, so you can be a slay queen without the sex, just getting the money, and then showing a luxurious life. Then there's a level where you are offering sex for the money.
I think so.
Is that part of slay queen culture? Would you take that
Because-
out and say,
because-
no, that's prostitution?
Yeah, here's why I'm asking. Here's why I'm getting my train of thought, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at like club women, right?
Okay.
The women in the club who are hostess, right? They aren't really looking to sleep with these guys.
Okay.
Right? They are looking to extract money as much. They want to meet their target, right? And they're hoping that based on the attraction to them, they hope that these guys bless them and the business itself. But they're not looking for the guy to sleep with them.
Is this a slay queen?
No, I'm saying these are
I
women
hear
in
you.
the
The chicks that are working as club
yeah,
hostesses,
but I don't think they slay
they
queens,
slay queens?
because slay queens don't work
according to you.
most of the time, according to the culture of it, bro. Not
So,
me.
so a slay queen is a chick that's not working, or that works a very pub job that no one knows, but happens to live a lifestyle that is expensive and funded by someone else.
Yeah,
And the someone else doesn't have to be sleeping with her.
I don't think so.
Once he starts,
I don't think they have to be, but I think because it's a game of attraction, right?
Yeah.
The more you can do for me, the more I can do for you. I think at the highest level is then sleeping with the person.
is that part of slay queen culture? Would you call that separate? Like you're a slay queen.
I think it is.
Once
part
you're
of-
sleeping with, now you're just a prostitute.
I think it is part of the slay queen culture.
So you don't have to sleep, but slay queens sleep with guys for money.
Wait, say again?
You don't have to sleep with them, but slay queens do sleep with guys for money, and you're saying it's part of the culture.
Yeah. Don't you think so?
Do you think there's something wrong with the culture?
Of that culture.
Slay queen culture. Blesser, blessee, gold
Yeah,
digger.
bro. Yeah,
Why?
very much. Because it's not realistic.
But it is.
No, it's not. It's because here's why. Because there's a podcast actually I watched of you where you were speaking about the probability of a South African man actually being a millionaire,
Dollar millionaire.
dollar millionaire.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
0.08%.
yes.
Yeah.
Right? And so basically it means that these pool of men there's a pool of women that want the small majority of men.
Pareto
Right?
principle, 80-20.
Yeah. They want the small majority of men, which is what makes it, there's too many women that want that pool of men, which makes it unrealistic. That's why,
What's wrong with that? It's aspiration. Everyone wants to be rich.
bro, is it
So
the
we
right
shouldn't
aspiration?
strive to be rich. We shouldn't be ambitious.
I'm not saying you shouldn't strive to be rich,
But it's unrealistic.
but it's unrealistic.
So
That's
we
what I'm
shouldn't
saying.
strive for it. It's unhealthy.
Yeah, definitely unhealthy.
To want to be rich.
No, to take that route into being
I'm talking
rich.
about wanting to be rich.
No, but I'm saying taking that route to being rich is
It's one of the
unhealthy.
ways.
Let me tell you another reason why it's unhealthy. Because it's not sustainable.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? How do you build your whole life or how do you build your whole life around that? How do you take care of your kids with that? It's not sustainable,
Don't we have
bro.
examples of women that have done that in this country and globally?
Which is the
Handful.
it's the one in not even 100. It's the one in like 100,000, bro.
But that's aspiration, like wanting to be a multimillionaire or billionaire.
Okay, have you heard of this? What's the rule called? Is it called the price of law? Is that what it's called? Where it basically says, I think so, that's what it's called. But it basically says it doesn't matter what the industry is, right? Whether it's music, whether it's lawyers, whether it's business, whatever it is, right? 80 to 90% of the wealth of that, right, belongs to like 5% of the people
Sure.
in that ecosystem.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So if you look at music, that is a large majority of the Spotify streams belong to a handful of artists.
Yeah.
Right. In sports, a large amount of the money gets paid to the Messis and the Ronaldos and they have to do what the other people are not willing to do and go further than the rest.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing.
So kids shouldn't play sports. Kids shouldn't make music because they will not get to the top
This guy.
5%. That's your argument.
This guy.
That's your argument.
Jesus. No, what I'm saying is based on, you remember when you said to me, so does a Slayqueen not need to sleep, or does to be defined as a
Go
Slayqueen,
to Dubai and
or
have,
go to
and have
whatever?
guys shit on her.
Yeah,
Be honest, sorry.
I think that because of that ecosystem, you have to, because you want to be in that small percentage of people, you need to do what most are not willing to do, even if it means going to Dubai and doing that. That's what the rest are not willing to do. That's how you get access that the small percentage get. That's what I'm saying. And that is not sustainable.
But you said there's levels. So there might be that lower level where you're just in Zimbabwe or Cape Town. That's as far as you go, and that you can sustain that. That's the football player who's not Messi, but has got a good 10, 15-year career. So they're at that level of Slayqueen. They're not at the high level where they're actually driving a Ferrari and traveling to Switzerland.
But you're looking at it, Pen, like this most of the time, that life, right, is a bottomless pit. You're looking at it like, I can just get there and then I'll be cool with it. I'll be cool with like that apartment or living in Santon. Bro, evidence shows that you never get enough. You always want more and more and more and more and more, which is why it's not sustainable. You're looking at it.
I don't understand why you're saying it's not. So okay, let's paint a scenario for ease. 19-year-old
I
girl.
can't believe this started with me putting in lip balm on my. I'm just saying.
You're a Slayqueen and it's all right. You're even wearing earrings, which is just very shady.
Don't you
But
do
it's
your
okay.
nails?
That's my brother. And no, you.
Not once. You haven't just.
You guys are mates, you and Pinson.
We box.
You are? You what?
We play.
Never mind. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Okay.
We play Pinson,
No.
Pinson, you know what? Okay.
Pinson
Yes.
knows what? Sorry, you.
That we. What
Pinson knows what you
What
guys
are you saying?
do. You're saying, Pinson, you know what we do. Okay.
There's so much going on in the world for what you're saying.
19-year-old
Jeez.
girl
Yes.
gets to UJ. Aspirant lifestyle. Maybe even wants to be a Slayqueen. So she starts posting her IG. She does the filters. She gets the makeup from her allowance, etc. And then some graduate guy from corporate starts giving her pocket money. And he is buying her data. And he is taking her to the movies. She doesn't have to sleep with him, but they're not dating. Now, she's taking some of that money and she's looking prettier. Then in that space of corporate guys, while they're hanging out, while she's still a student, she meets senior managers. She moves into second, third year, and now those guys are giving her more. Like, hey, do you really want to stay at Res?
Yeah.
I've got a flat, which is like an Airbnb that you can kind of stay at.
For sure.
And, you know, I've got like a second-hand little Corsa that you can drive. Oh, cool. But, you know, like, I want to get married. I don't want to have sex. Oh, no, don't worry. Yo, you're so pretty. No, we can just hang. So, again, maybe no sex. Whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But you said that doesn't have to be sex. So now she's with this guy and she's getting money. She eventually graduates. She gets a nice little job. She's earning 20,000 Rand a month. But because of her varsity career, she's met so many rich guys. Athletes, DJs, guys in business, guys in corporate. She now gets to, because she's hot.
Yeah.
If she's not hot, over the years she's learned how to contour and to look a certain way and what to eat. She still can't afford like a BBL, but now she can get the guys who can pay for a BBL in, I think it's in Turkey. Now she can get the BBL. Now she's graduated from fake Louis Vuittons, which was getting at Small Street and China Mall,
For sure.
to like real Louis Vuittons now.
For sure.
Now she's actually going to like political conferences. There were some Huns that were at the World Economic Forum in Davos in Switzerland posting. Why the hell are you guys there?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, the game has changed.
Yeah.
The game has flipped.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, so there's that trajectory up. But at any given level, you can get stuck with, okay, I'm still with the same corporate guy. Maybe he'll date me, maybe he'll marry me, or maybe I'm just giving him bums. And maybe he just contributes to my rent. Maybe he just gives me a bit of allowance so that at least I look pretty and I can take photos at Nelson Mandela Square. But I'm there. Yes, I didn't make it to last number. I'm going to use examples. And again, I apologize to these ladies. I'm not saying they are this, but what social media has shown us.
It's portraying, yeah.
There's this lady that was linked now to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. She was on Podcast and Chill, Tobejane.
Yeah. I saw that.
They attempted to kill her.
Yeah.
You've got Abo Queen Twerk, Ufade Nketsi.
Yeah.
And some of the ladies at that level who have been to your Dubais that were twerking. So some people might be like, that's the last level. Abo Kanye Mbawa in Dubai and I got stuck somewhere here and it's okay. I'm not Messi. I'm not Cardi B. I'm not, but I'm here. I see these last number Slayqueens, but I'm also here like, hey girl, I'm in the game. You've seen me. Your blessers sometimes maybe also chuck like a few thousands in my way because they're like, hey, I've seen you. You're pretty. You know, I follow you on Instagram. You're like, oh, thank you so much. Whether I give you bums or not, but like I'm in the league. In the league.
Do you really think that those women can stay there and be like, yo, I'm gonna be? They probably. It's like
But they can stay there for long, bro.
Nah, bro.
They don't have to get to the end. It's like being in business. You may never become a big multinational conglomerate.
But isn't getting to the end how you get out? Isn't getting to the end how you get out?
The point of slay queening is to get out?
I think so.
You reckon all of them are like, no, man.
Eventually,
there must be an exit.
Eventually, I want to get out of this thing. Eventually. There's no way they're like, yo, I want to be like this until the day that I die. They want to have, most likely, they want to have a family. They want to. I mean, for example, look at a Faith Getty now, right? She's like, I don't know if she's got
She did get married, but she did have a family.
But, but I think the goal is to get out. And as long as you still, like, in between, you will look for ways up because you believe out is up. But there's no way, maybe there is. I just don't believe it. That there's a way where they are like, I'm cool with the trips to Mauritius every 6 months with this guy because he's the guy that I have for now and I want him forever. She's looking for like surely there is bigger because you're surrounded by people who speak the same language and they are telling you, no, there is bigger. Here's actually how you get bigger.
And
the community of
once
those
you find the one that you think is at the last level, that's when you fall pregnant.
First, you asking me this like I should know, right?
We're having a chat, bro. So it's like, fuck, I just met this guy. He actually owns property in Monaco. He drives a Lamborghini. Fuck the contraceptives. Fuck Mary Stopes.
Yeah,
I'm going all the way fucking in. Because if I fall pregnant, I'm out the game.
I'm good.
I'm like, I'm out, bitches.
I'm good.
This nigga got me pregnant.
I'm good.
That's the game. And then if he's a half decent guy, he'll marry me.
Yes.
And
even if he doesn't marry me, he'll take care of me.
We're good.
Which is the point.
He's definitely going to get a house for his kid.
Definitely.
He's going to provide for his kid and make sure the kid's mom is fine. I'm not even going to bug him.
Definitely. Bro,
that's the game.
There's a friend of mine, right? She was out here. Right? She was out in the street.
Okay.
Right? Varsity days. I think varsity days, everybody's out here. Right?
Females.
Males and females, bro. Everybody's
not all of us, but okay. Many people are out here. Abu Slim and their friends. Okay. Slim Shady.
And this person used to like really party I was rocking with this person.
Yeah.
Every other week. Right? Then out the gate, like out the blue, she was just like, yo guys, this guy got me pregnant. And I was like, we all know it's varsity, dog. Medistopes is that way.
Boom.
Right? She's like, nah, I'm going to keep it. But like, why? She was like, bro, I think I'm going to be fine for the rest of my life.
Come on. Just like that.
Yeah, and this was like, I can't say, but this was like a foreign guy.
You can say.
No, I can't.
West African.
Because I respect her. That's
Oh,
why I
but
can't
we're not
say.
speaking about her. But as an example, because I mean,
Yeah.
in South Africa, we
No,
speak
this
about
was a guy from Europe.
Nigerians,
This was a European guy.
white European guy.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
had, and in their culture, when you get a woman pregnant, you have to buy her a house. And then this guy bought her 2 properties.
I'm
At
sure.
like
I'm sure in
22.
our culture, it's probably like that as well. It's just we're broke ass. But if we had the means, Intlaulo doesn't get the house. But if it could, I think we'd do the right thing.
You think so?
I almost know for a fact.
Why?
I think
the
I think the average guy who gets a girl pregnant would love to make sure that the woman and his kid are okay. It's just we don't have the means.
I don't know.
Which is why sometimes I get gaslit by rich guys who do things for their women. These bullshit things like push gifts and whatever. And then it puts dumb pressure on normal guys. And you're like, no, dog, we can't all be polygamists and buy our women Mercedes Benzes. You can do that because you're rich.
When you say us,
I bought my girlfriends like phones.
Let me
That's
ask.
my level of flex.
Let me ask, when you say us, are you talking about South African men?
Ordinary South African men, yeah.
I don't know, bro. Let me actually, I posted something last week where I was like, I feel like South African men are in trouble. Like, and I felt so ironic because the last time I was sitting across you on a goddamn podcast, I was an advocate for men, and you were looking at me with such, like, my young boy, you have so much to learn.
Naive sadness.
But when I look at the average South African men now, it feels like a lot of South African men have given up. Like they've given up. And if they haven't, the women have given up on them. South African.
Yeah.
If I'm going to, I'll just like a day in the life. If I wake up and I go to the gym, bro, there's so many foreign guys that are gymming in groups. I don't know what the fuck is coming.
Yeah.
But these guys are gymming in groups religiously, right? And I'll leave the gym and then I'll make my way to work. And then already 9 a.m., 10 a.m., a guy has a Blaq in his hand or whatever, beer in his hand, right? And the things that I'm seeing just from the outside looking in, I'm not in the 80%, luckily.
Yeah.
But in that 80%, I think most men are just like, I can't compete. That's why when I look at them now, I'm like, I don't, if they had an opportunity to compete, because they did. South African men were we were the favorite child of Africa, of the continent. We were the favorite child. It was like, yo, if you get yourself a South African man, you're good, right? Now, it's like, is it still the same?
Do you not think Slayqueen culture is rooted in nature?
Why would you say that? In what sense?
So there's an argument that monogamy is not natural and that the elites devised it so that
Monogamy is not natural.
Yeah, so that every man could have a woman. Because nature, the Pareto principle of 80-20 is, and Charles Darwin, every woman wants the most high caliber, high level, high value man she can access. Could be physique, could be height, could be wealth, could be his ability to fight, whatever the case may be.
For sure.
And women need to be picked. Because it's one thing to have access to him, it's another one for him to pick you.
Yeah, for sure.
And those men who were at the top could pick multiple women, which would then be polygamy. And if you look at the culture we have today, whether it's the blessers or even just decent guys with money, good-looking, famous guys, maybe not even with a lot of money, smart guys, women want them. Women are willing to be side chicks. Women are willing to be like second, third wives because they're
for
like,
their sake.
if you look at the men I've dated, this guy is it. The fact that he's got other women or other kids, I can live with that because I'd rather him than like a single loser guy with no job Like,
Okay.
so the Slayqueen culture is like the peacock. It's, I will do whatever I need to do to look as glamorous as I can to hook men who will, it's like you're bidding. It's an auction.
Yeah.
I'm bidding. I'm not buying you. You're also not giving me anything, but I'm showing you, hey, I have means. Okay, thanks for your means. I'll buy drinks, or thanks for paying for me and my friend's table. And if you keep doing this over a while, it's like, okay, maybe we can have a chat. Maybe I can go home with you. And then from there, I'll see if I actually want to see you more often and even intimately. And as I meet more richer men, if you can't step up, you get left behind. And to what you're saying about exiting, once I reach the man that I think, you know what, I don't know if it gets better than this for me. I'm 35, so I'm getting old. And yeah, I'm not looking as fresh as I used to.
Yeah.
But this guy is feeling me. Let me get rid of the contraceptives. Let me call it.
Fuck it.
And that's nature. The fact that he's
Okay.
got a wife, he's got kids with 3 other women, so what? I got this guy.
But I do. Okay, let me say this, Pen. I do think that
Are we shutting it down, buddy?
we still have time.
All right. 5 more minutes? Okay, 5 more minutes.
I do think that the whole monogamy is a natural thing. I do think there's a, because of the hand that it's feeding, there's a level of to it. The reason why I'm saying this, right, is because the whole narrative of monogamy isn't natural, right? Which a lot of people choose to take that direction which they shouldn't be taking. They used to take that stance that they shouldn't be taking. It's like, bro, being a millionaire isn't natural. You still do it, don't you? Right? Having a 6-pack is not natural.
You're saying you require discipline to be monogamous. Is that what you're saying?
For sure. One, you do need. I think you do require a whole lot of discipline to be.
Now imagine you're good looking, well built, famous, incredibly intelligent, and very rich. Now you're fighting women off. You're not DMing them; they DMing you. And you're saying that guy must fight and not spread his seed.
I'm saying, and I may be wrong here, right? But I mean, originally the idea of having more than one partner, having more than one wife, was because there was more of us than them, and it was like a
No.
no.
Survival of the fittest. The guy who's the ugliest, poorest, weakest doesn't get to breed. He doesn't get to have kids. After he dies, it's over. He joins the army. He's willing to be in the front line and die because he's got nothing to.
But sorry, what I'm saying is the idea of having more than one woman came from the fact that because I'm a man who can provide, I have more than enough means to provide for more than just my wife. And looking at the tribe, looking at the count, looking at like...
There weren't more men, is my argument. There were men that didn't have women.
But okay,
which is actually happening today. To what I'm saying, there are guys with a little bit of money, not even a lot, which is what you were saying said about us. With a little bit of money, you can have more than one partner. And that chick has got access to single men. Single. But like you said, Baba Mbingutu. The guy doesn't have a job. But he's there. He's like, hey, I'm here. She's like, you can't even call me an Uber. You know what? It's chilled. I'd rather see Slim for 1 day a week, 2 days a week. Because he Ubers me. He buys me a nice meal. And, you know, if ever he gets me pregnant, I don't mind having his
what
kid.
I'm saying is that right there is where the bottomless pit is. Because from Uber, it becomes Uber Blaq. Then from Uber Blaq, it becomes, give me my own.
No, that's fine.
I can give me my
The
own
insatiable appetite will always be there. And one of the conversations I think we've had on the platform was women need to be realistic about their dating pool. As you get older as a woman, once you have kids, once you're competing with 22-year-olds where everything is still up straight and tight and it's, hey boy, you're seeing flames. You better know what's going on. You know what I mean? So that
everything is tight.
So they become unrealistic, which is why they become bitter aunties in their late 30s and early 40s. These men just use us. No, they used you because you didn't have a good exit strategy. You tried to exit late, and by then niggas were like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
And when you bump into me, hey,
but
Slim.
do you think, though, Pen, there can be a good exit strategy?
There is a good... If you have So this applies to men as well, right? Because as you were saying, there's the Slayqueen and there's a blesser.
Yeah.
As a blesser also, for how long are you going to be funding girls? Just because you have money? Or is there something you're trying to achieve? Are you actually trying to find a wife? Are you trying to clean money? Like, what are you doing? Because this doesn't make sense. You could be doing so much more. Maybe you even have kids, bro. Invest in your children. You can't always be at the club, lurking around varsities, giving girl. Why? Like, are you insecure?
But that's what I said in the beginning. That's a lack of confidence.
So some guys, it's not lack of confidence. Because
Then what is it?
some of the blessers are guys who are married. It's got 2 wives. It's got 5 kids. Like someone like an Akon. But he still sees like a quality young girl and is like, hey, okay. All right. You look, like something. So I'll give you something and just see. I've been giving other girls and let's see if you're anything valuable. She's like, hey, I'm actually studying to be a surgeon and she's pretty and she comes from a very good family. It's like, okay, I'll bless you, but hoping for like a return. And maybe it's not just sex because that's just transactional. Let's shut it down, man. Closing thoughts. I think, this is going to need to be not a series, but we're going to need to expand on this at some point.
I'd love to, if we get a chance to do this again, I'd love to speak about the other side, which is the men's side.
Bless us.
Yeah, I'd love to speak about that, and also the men who are blessing. Where does that end? Because without the demand, there wouldn't be a supply, right? But
you're arguing that it's not nature. You're saying it's unhealthy for society.
It's fucking unhealthy,
and you're saying
bro.
that slay queens should be like, hi, I'm a slay queen. I get random money from random men. Some I sleep with, some I don't.
So that
you young girls...
You're raising your I'm not saying
so that you young girls know
sound
exactly
crazy
what I'm
when
doing.
you say it like that.
Isn't that what you want?
No, I'm not. I don't want you to sound crazy.
Oh.
What I'm saying is I think the least they can do is be transparent. I know you're saying that doesn't make sense, right? But look at the situation that we're in now because of no transparency.
What situation are we in?
I mean, look at how women are turning out. When else should go to a marriage? Wedding. Sorry, when else should go to a wedding? You see what I'm talking about?
No, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Fewer people are getting married.
How doesn't it matter?
You're asking me a personal question.
Okay.
I feel however I feel about weddings. So I might be invited, but I may not go.
Okay, fair.
Sorry.
Fair.
But fewer people are getting married. And you're saying that's a bad thing.
100%.
But women are having children. Women are finding men to fund their lifestyles. And that's nature. You don't necessarily need to go to a wedding. Do you want to go to a wedding? Do you want to go to Dubai? Do you want to go to a wedding? Do you want to go to Dubai? Do you want to go to Dubai? Do you want to... I'm saying to the chick. You choose. Do you want to get married or must I give you a girlfriend allowance or must I save money to give to your dad? Who's going to blow that money? Like, you choose.
And it can't be both?
I can give you 10K a month. I don't want to marry you, but I want to be with you. I want to get you pregnant. I can either give you 10K a month for you to blow or I won't give you fuck all.
But what I'm saying
then I'll save
is,
money
bro,
to give to your dad. We don't know what he's going to do with it.
But what I'm saying is this game.
And I'm taking you out the market, which
Okay.
means I may not even be the best thing out there.
But Pen, what I'm saying is this game. We are starting to lose at this game.
Who's we?
Men
Which
are
men?
starting to...
Average men.
Yes.
Average men have always lost. You must go look for the uglier girls with like 3 pictures on IG that are looking crusty with like a Android phone. Taking selfies in the library. That's where you should be playing. You should be looking there because you're here. Because there's some girls that don't meet the criteria, which is, to be honest, arguably probably most girls, which is why they need the filters, the BBLs, the bleaching, because they actually don't naturally meet the criteria. It's like a guy pretending to be a blesser of someone else's money, but it's not his.
Doesn't actually have the money.
So most of the girls don't meet the criteria and they should be somewhere else, but they forcing their way in. Those girls should be there with you. They're fighting in the relegation league. It's like say, hey, ngathi ntwana kuyanyiwa la. Uyabo tunjani? No place is coming for you. I'm not a placer. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing, man. You can see what you look like. You can see I've got no money. Let's do this thing. Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down.
Fair.
Done?
Done.
Happiness.